Hello, welcome to the Freak Show. Bumpy McSquigums here. I want to thank you all for joining me as I start up my coverage of The Long Journey Home. It is by Daedalic Studio West and Daedalic Entertainment, and it released on May 30th, 2017. Yet another game that I got while I was on vacation. Unfortunately, I can just now start doing coverage of it, but it's here, and I told you guys there's going to be this giant influx of just new stuff, so we'll get back into a normal-ish schedule down the road, but for now, we're going to check out all these new and cool and awesome and exciting things. We're going to have a lot of fun with it. I hope you guys are down for that. I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know anything about the game. Well, I do a little bit, but I haven't actually played the game yet. I don't know what I'm getting into. We're about to find out right now. I've seen a lot of stuff about the game, so I know some, but I haven't played it yet, so I have no hands-on experience, is what I'm trying to say. Alright, welcome to Project Daedalus, the maiden flight of humanity's first jump-capable ship. Please select 4 crew members who will pilot the ship to Alpha Centauri and back. Their specialized knowledge and skills will be crucial for exploring this new frontier. Alright, oh, what is that? I know that name. Is that Siobhan? Something along those lines? Malcolm, Alessandra, Ash, Benoit, Kirsten, Nicolay, Miriam, Simon, and Zoe. Alright, so what are these things that are popping up over here? Brought from Siobhan's personal collection. That's a crystal skull. Dr. Siobhan Hartigan joins us on the recommendation of our sponsors at the Minerva Consortium. She brings a lifetime of archaeological experience in some of the world's most dangerous dig sites. Her methods have been described as controversial words, or controversial. That's fine. But all agree that if Alpha Centauri has secrets waiting to be discovered, Hartigan is the woman to expose them. Grave robbing? Tomb raiding? Please, archaeology is the story of our world, our collective birthright. How dare we consider wasting that on Philistines who just want to hoard history for themselves. Okay. Basic replanting, crystal skull, basic replanting, major lander repair. Test pilot Malcolm Winters is on loan to us from the United States Air Force, assisting our engineers on lander designs. He disapproves of humanity's current quest to reach the stars, feeling that we are not ready to face what may be out there. Despite this, his presence is recommended for more challenging terrain or mission-critical operations. With his help, civilian training times have been reduced to just 3 weeks, allowing every prospective member of the mission to handle over 80% of the predicted galactic terrain types. Oops. We're opening Pandora's box just being out here. God, I hope we can close it again. He's kind of a Debbie Downer, isn't he? Alright, so she's an archaeologist, he's a test pilot. Alessandra Lacovelli is an engineer. Dr. Alessandra Lacovelli is the head of the IASA Engineering Corps, responsible for the Gnosis drive, the impulse engine that made round trips to Mars a matter of days rather than weeks. Unlike most candidates, she has no desire to even set foot aboard the ship. Her recent concerns involving the jump drive's magnetic subspace navigation have, however, convinced IASA that if the worst does happen, the best should be on hand to fix it. I'm sure it's fine, really. We'd be looking at unprecedented gravitational forces. The odds are astronomical, but then, isn't everything in space? Alright, she gives us her toolbox, personal equipment for repairing devices. Good old Ash Malhotra? Malhotra is a botanist. Dr. Ashwin Ash Malhotra claims to have been nominated by our botanical team through the strategic use of, direct quote, my guitar and a particularly annoying tune I kept singing at them until they surrendered. Oh boy, this guy. I like him. We have not yet dared investigate. In any event, Malhotra's skill with terrestrial and exoplant life from Mars and Europa makes him an ideal handler of any botanical discoveries we may find on Alpha Centauri or beyond. I told my husband that IASA was thinking of shooting me into space. Never seen him so happy. Well, I guess, friend. Benoit Verdier, I guess? Something along those lines. Benoit Verdier, doctorates omitted for reasons of space, shot to attention as one of the world's youngest field medal recipients. Despite, or perhaps directly related to, a reputation for being difficult to work with, he spent the next decade moving between prestigious posts before finding a home working with Professor Lebedev, a rare mind he respects, working on the theoretical mathematics of subspace navigation. If any brain on Earth is ready for the impossible, everyone agrees it's a Verdier. Quietly, they joke that he may even find his own people out there. The universe is mathematics, and I am their master. He gives us his white pill, Benoit's pills marked for Benoit's use only, signed by Dr. B. Verdier. And Gwendoline, Ash's pet plant. Then down here we have Kirsten Barrasso, an astronaut. Few in human history have spent more time in space than Kirsten Barrasso. Following her second tour aboard the ISS-2, IASA brought her on as a consultant during the ship construction phase. Her first-hand guidance on living in space for extended periods has been invaluable to the Daedalus engineering team. As they prepare for both the test flight and the extended 16-man operations due to follow, a recent cancer diagnosis has disqualified her from consideration for those. She has, however, been cleared for one last trip, pending medical approval. Give me stars instead of skies any day. I'll take any chance to get back where I belong. Harmonic replating, major hull repair. I think she's definitely coming along. Nikolay Lebedev, researcher, and we will get a critter repellent, protection from small plant-side creatures. Cool, planet-side creatures. Few have contributed more to our century than Professor Lebedev. Though his name remains unknown outside of the top-secret labs and halls of government where he has spent his career, as lead researcher on the Daedalus jump drive, he is finally in a position to get his due. Despite his advancing years, he has requested a place on the mission in event of trouble requiring a firm hand or the lifetime of experience leading to its success. Humanity's next small step is about to become our next giant leap. I will make sure of it. Alright, we have Miriam Wagner, mission planner. Miriam originally joined IASA as an applied physicist, working on semiconductor technologies that became part of our standard scanner array. Recently, however, she took the lead on our Spaces for Everybody campaign, fearing a future where only scientists still looked up at the stars. She spent much of her time trying to encourage more to join IASA's mission and to make it a place to share the dream. Earth will always be our mother, but children must leave the nest. We will not truly grow up until we prove we can make our own way in the universe. We can get a distress beacon, call for help. Oh boy, that sounds, Simon Castillo, or Castillo, if you want to say Castillo, maybe. Corporate executive, a salvage kit, everything a scavenger needs to harvest wrecks and ruins. Mr. Castillo is Vice President of Commercial Development for the Schiaparelli Mining Group, IASA's largest private sector partner and the second largest corporation of the Sol system. Their money financed the research and construction of the Daedalus test ship. Mr. Castillo, they dropped the period after Mr., it's fine, has decided that he should be personally to see what billions of dollars buys in this new space age, as well as organize any immediate exploitation of assets. He should be able to personally see? It's fine. I don't do sound bites. Call my assistant. Nice. And finally, Zoe. Zoe Creed, Civilian Observer. We get Zoe's laptop, the heart of the Zoe Trope blogging empire. Australian student Zoe Creed began writing about her love of space at the age of 16. 7 years later, her Zoe Trope website boasts one of the largest young scientist communities on the internet. Since last April, she has been acting as the Daedalus Project's embedded reporter, producing daily blogs and videos. Their online success led to IASA inviting her to join the mission as video chronicler of the test flight. Told my professor I might have to put my PhD on hold. When I explained, he said if I didn't, he'd drag me here by my hair. And since I'd just gotten it the right shade... Okay, it's a bit weird. It's fine. Alright, so I think The folks I would like to bring along are probably our test pilot, though I actually don't want him to be number one. I want her to be number one. I want our test pilot to be number two. I want Alessandra to be number three. And why not get Benoit to go? That's fine. That's going to be our crew. Alright, our ship. We get to choose our ship. Hull strength, fuel tank, max jump range, exotic matter tank, maneuverability, device slots, cargo space, ship engine. Module controls fuel injection systems, jump drive, range, and exotic matter collection, resource processing. Module includes converters for minerals, metals, and gases. Ship scanner. Module controls the planetary scanner array for detecting life forms, weather, and resources. And the Schiaparelli Corp mining laser, top of the line Martian technology for cheap, efficient asteroid mining. That's the ISS Ulysses. There's the ISS Endurance. Let's see, the Ulysses is a bit better. This has more cargo space, less device slots, that's less maneuverable. It's got more exotic matter though. Okay, that's fine. Minerals, metals, and gases. Same thing. Alright. The ISS Discovery, max jump range, matter tank is less, maneuverability and device slots are maxed, cargo space is a bit less, fuel tank is a little less as well. So this is more of like a scouting type ship. Back to the Ulysses. It looks like the Ulysses is probably the jack of all trades or the best ship that's there overall. So we'll roll with that. The lander, we have the ISV Odyssey. Hull strength, blah 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 blah, lander engine drill, lander probe, pilot ejector. Oh, lovely. Cargo space is a bit weird, I guess. Seems to be better in pretty much all ways. The ISV Serenity. The ISV Pathfinder seems less good. The ISV Odyssey, Serenity. So we're gonna go with the Serenity. So we critical gathering resources. Seed. Enter a code to generate a galaxy, share it with a friend, and compare differences of your crew choice. Your crew and choices make to the journey. Okay, so there you guys go, I guess. DNVY, I don't know if that's a V or a Y. ARRI, I don't, do I have, oh, I can change it. Okay, so that's a Y. So DNYARRI. So if you guys want to play the same seed that I'm playing and you have this, go ahead and enjoy. And let's start this up. We've burned through about half of our episode already, but that's okay. Difficulty. They just added this, by the way. I saw this as an update, I think, yesterday or maybe even today. Welcome to the galaxy. Keep pushing towards Earth as your ship degrades. Avoid dangerous planets if possible. Hunt for uncommon and rare resources. Rewind time if you die. Start from Earth. Learn the basics. Start after the jump. I think we're going to go with this one. Learn how to pilot the ship and lander. Launch from Earth. Fuel up on Mars. Embark on humanity's first jump to Alpha Centauri. You can switch between controller and mouse and keyboard at any time. Just press the key on the device. I'll probably start with the mouse and keyboard, but I don't know exactly how this is going to play out, so I may switch to my controller at any point. We'll see. I actually remember looking at this a long while back, and then I just kind of glanced at some of the screenshots. I was like, oh yeah, this looked really good. I don't really remember much about the game, so I'm about to find out here. Lift off by pointing above your lander and using thrust.
10, 9,
Can I do that?
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Move the mouse pointer in the ring and thrust. The lander will follow. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh, we just murdered the giant plank of wood that was blocking us. No, we're going down. That was easy enough. So this is the final crew member who is joining them in orbit. We need to visit the Schiaparelli mining colony on Mars. Should I pause? Is there a pause button? Is this okay? Is it allowed to do this? On Mars to collect the exotic matter for the jump. Fly to Mars, marked on the mini-map, enter orbit and land. Okay. Use thrust to accelerate. Your ship retains momentum and is influenced by the gravity of celestial objects. To reduce speed, turn your ship against your trajectory and apply thrust. Use a mini-map and gravity wells for navigation to boost speed and to save fuel. Oh, okay. Hold space to activate orbital autopilot. Boost is similar to thrust, but much stronger. Using it quickly burns through your fuel. Boost is very helpful for fast turns. Thrust is better for delicate maneuvers, such as orbiting planets. Okay. How do I boost? Thrust, and that's boost. Oh boy, howdy. Use thrust to point your trajectory toward the planet. Again, use thrust to avoid collision to orbit. Fly into this orbit indicator ring. You cannot go into orbit if you are traveling too fast. The red trajectory line will warn you of this. Decelerate if necessary. Steer your ship into the orbital ring. I'm trying, man. There we go. Well, almost. Apparently I'm quite bad at this. Okay, so we did that. We flew to Mars, we enter orbit, and now we need to land. So we hit Q to land. That was weird, but interesting. I didn't hate it. It was a little bit confusing, but we got there. We got there. Oh, God. Where are we going to want to land at? Oh, this is cool. I'm very bad at this, but it is pretty cool. Alright, come on. I can do this. I know I can do this. Sure, that was picture perfect, right? Press W to investigate the location. This is the communication hub for your ship. The Schiaparelli fighter flight control to lander. Welcome to Mars, IASA. Got your freshly brewed antimatter right here. Ready for transfer? Ask about subject, show items of interest, and engage in chit-chat. Ah, it's Benoit. Okay. Bigham tank. Fuel for the jump drive. Complete refill. Okay, transfer complete. IASA, wait a sec. Yeah, I got another present for you. The boss wants you to test out our new prototype shield generator while you're out there. Shouldn't have any trouble fitting it, and at least it'll protect against energy bursts. Com open. Okay, continue. bring us back a souvenir. Sheer Pirelli out. Cool. We acquired the experimental IASA shielding. Nice. We need to return to orbit, put the antimatter into the star drive, and then install the shield. Well, this seems easy enough. Much easier to leave than it is to... Whew. The ship was refueled in orbit during lander mission. Very nice. Alright, what are we looking at here? We need to return to orbit and put the antimatter into the star drive and install the shield. Open your ship menu and go into the laboratory. Ship menu is tab. Investigate the items and artifacts collected on your journey. Crew members will often have different ideas of what to do with an artifact. Their backgrounds may determine how likely they are to succeed. Most items are consumed on use. Choose your options carefully. So we're in the laboratory. Yeah, I think I can get this working. Give it to your friendly neighborhood grease monkey. This is an obvious waste of my skill. I can handle that. We're going to go with the grease monkey. Experimental IASA shielding installed. Nice. There, this will now work with our ship. Alright, cool. Select the EM tank in the laboratory and choose a crew member to fuel the jump drive. The big EM tank. Sure, I could do the exercise. What a waste of my intellect. No problem. Give me the tank. We'll let the... Was he the pilot? He was the pilot. She's... You know what? We'll let her do it again. Should be enough fuel for 3 jumps. Nobody needs treatment. Harmonic replating. Alright, seems good. Alright, let's get out of this. Hold thrust and boost to activate the jump drive. Jump to Alpha Centauri. Okay, nothing could possibly go wrong. I believe them. I believe them 100%. They've got this. Alright, and there we go. We just jumped to Alpha Centauri. I don't know how many light years away that is. But it looks like bad stuff is happening, so something definitely went wrong. Oh yeah. Yeah, something definitely went wrong. I think the USS Ulysses probably didn't do so good. The distance to Earth. Oh my. 37,847 parsecs. Oh, okay. It's fine. It's totally okay. Not a big deal. Minor injury. Kirsten Barasio. Concussion. Space folder malfunction. Where are we? This is an Alpha Centauri. Sensors indicate something large in the debris. Field is trapping us here. Follow the white arrow to find the jamming signal. Well, we could do these things, ladies and gentlemen, but I think this is going to be the perfect and ideal spot to break off the very first episode. I will be playing more of this as time goes on. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I do apologize for the slightly late coverage, but it's here. It's exciting. I like it. It's got some weird, interesting things, but I think this is going to be a pretty fun and different game to showcase here at the Freak Show. If you guys want more information about the game, where to get the game information on the developer or publisher, or any of that wonderful fun stuff, it'll all be down below in the description of the video. If you guys enjoyed, definitely leave a like, leave a comment too. Let me know what you thought of the game. Let me know if it's something that you have yourself, that you're going to play along with me with the seed that we had from earlier. Just let me know stuff. Just let me know things, guys and gals. I want to know. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys next time with more of The Long Journey Home. Until then, my name's Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you for stopping by the Freak Show, and I will see you later.